Hey there, it's Mike Wise with your weekly mortgage update. It was a pretty quiet week this week as far as economic news, a lot of Fed talking, but at the end of the day, I have some cool stuff for you, but you're going to want to wait until the end for the big news of the week. So let's get started on it. So as we saw here, the existing home sales this week, they were down 1.9%. That's for the second straight month in a row. And so that's just the number of units that is kind of going through the market. So it is slowing down as far as the number of units are concerned. And again, that's just as a result of the high interest rates right now and lack of inventory. But the good news is that median home prices, well, they were up 3.7% month over month. So from March to April, they were up over 3.7%. And that is awesome news for homeowners, bad news for buyers that are coming into the market. But we think, look at Lawrence Yune's comment here. Basically, home prices, he put a blanket over this here, but home prices are reaching a record high for the month of April, which is very good news for homeowners. However, the pace of price increases should taper off since more housing inventory is becoming available. And it looked like the inventory was going up, and then all of a sudden it looked like it was coming down a little bit as of late here. But in any event, median home prices are up right now. Competition is up as well. The days on the market is down to 25 days from the previous month. It was like 37 days on the market. So that's showing competitive market. And the number of properties actually being sold in less than 1 month has gone up. So that was a big increase as well. So the number of properties that were being sold in less than 1 month is almost 75% of them. So a large piece of the properties that are on the market, they were being sold very, very quickly. A couple more things, couple graphs that I thought were cool this week that I have. First-time home buyers, they're going up. They were up to 33% of the sales. The all cash deals were going down. So that was interesting. They're down to 28%. They were, a third of the sales in March, but they came down in the month of April here. And then basically number of properties sold above list price. It was about 30% of them, 29% of them were sold above list price. And the number of offers received per sale is just over 3. So that was up. So seems like the market, it started to heat up here. Not sure if it's fizzling out here with the interest rates going up, but, it is still competitive. So what happened as far as treasuries this week? Well, it was a lot of Fed speak this week. A lot of the Fed governors were talking. And, we're talking about rates, and that's kind of bringing down the market. The jobless claims, they actually went down a little bit, but that employment market is still very, very fragile at this point in time. It could go either way at this point. And, as we go into this kind of next season here, if we see the unemployment rate go up to 4.1 and 4.2%, then I think you're going to start to see a rally on treasuries. And it will, give more impetus for the Fed to kind of move faster. But this week, we saw the prices on treasuries actually went down. So the prices went down. That means interest rates are going up. And the yield went up slightly from 4.42, I think it was last Friday, to 4.48 this week. So it is going up a little bit here. And the effect on interest rates, well, we saw them go up to 7.17% this week, up from last week. So they were last week, they were 7.02. Today, they're at 7.17. So interest rates went up about an eighth based on all that news. And what we can look at is basically what is the Fed going to do with the Fed funds rate? And so this is all of the Fed talk that came into play this week. It looks like that September, November is going to be more likely that the Fed lowers the Fed funds rate towards the later part of this year. So we went from 6 rate cuts at the beginning of the year down to like 4, down to maybe 1 rate cut, and so now they keep on pushing it out further and further, and they're wanting to see more data. They're looking in the rear view mirror, and they want to see more data that is kind of showing that the economy is slowing down. So again, I'll go back to the rental rates are still pretty high. They come down a little bit, but the rental rates are still pretty high, and housing just in general is high. And those couple of things are keeping the inflation numbers up high. So breaking news. So finally here, this is what you're going to want to hear. VA, they put a temporary lift on the buyer agent ban. What does that payment ban? So what does that mean? That means that the buyers, so with the NAR settlement and what's going on, you can now actually have the buyer pay the agent's commission. So that was not available before, and now it is. So you can actually pay, the buyer can pay the buyer's agent commission. So that's the good news. This is Mike Wise with your weekly mortgage update. If you have any questions, I will be available this weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend, and I will be available if you need me, but back to work on Tuesday. Have a great 3-day weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.